What's up guys, how's it going? Andy from Melin here. Today I would like to discuss with you about one of my favorite and first guitar effects units, the Zoom G2. Zoom released the G2 in 2005 after the great success of the Zoom 505. One of the reasons why I bought mine, and I believe I bought it in 2007 and I still own it, is because I saw Richie Kotzen using it live, and in fact Zoom released some signature versions like the Richie Kotzen signature or the George Lynch, and later on with the G2U I believe, or 1U, they released the Dave Mustaine signature. Back then I used to use this unit live, and I've used it up until 2020 when I have upgraded to the HX Stomp by Line 6. It's a good unit and it's got a lot of options, but I was thinking, does it still stand a chance against the more modern options we have, like the HX Stomp or the Helix or the Quad Cortex or the FM9 and so on? Let's find out. So let's find out what we have here. So if we press these two switches together, we activate the tuner that we can use to tune our guitar. And then if we press either of the switches, we go back to our bank. I believe we can store up to 36 presets, but I'm not entirely sure. Now then, here we have a couple of knobs. So we have this one that makes us select what type of effects we want to deal with. So we have the play, which is basically just play so that we can change banks. We cannot do it if we're not on the play option. Then we have the compressor, the wah, the noise reduction, the drive, which also let us select the amp simulation, the EQ. Then we have some extra EQ or a cab simulation, the modulation effects like chorus, flanger, or phaser, the delay, the reverb, and the control, which I believe is in case you want to use an external switch pedal or one of the expression pedals. Then here we have the gain knob that also works for the depth and time, for the chorus and the modulation effects. Also let us change the bass frequencies for the amps and distortion, and it can also be used to change the mic type for the cab simulation. Here we have the tone knob that also used for the rate and feedback, again for the modulation, delays and reverbs. Then it can also be used to change the mid-range and the presence of the amp, as well as changing the mic position. And then we have an extra knob here that I have lost, as you can see, but I can still use it, and that's to change the level of the amp, and then the reso on the mix for, again, modulation, delay and reverbs, and also change the trebles. Then here we have a play stop button, which lets us activate or deactivate the drum machine, and we also have a tap, which is the tap tempo for the delays. Now let's jump to the drive part. So let's see if, okay, so in this case the cab simulation is off. Let's turn it on. So in order to turn it on, all we have to do is press one of the switches. As you can see, it's CB for the cab. Now let's change the mic type. I want a dynamic, and then I'm gonna go for option 0. I don't remember how the position of the microphone works, but we can figure it out as we go on. Then DQ. Let's have a look at DQ. The EQ goes from -12 to +12. Let's bring everything down to 0 at the moment, which I believe is 12 o'clock on any other amp. Then let's see what options we have with the amps. So here, as I had saved on the bank, I have a PV simulation, which I believe is a 5150. Then if we hit one of these buttons, it tells us which options we have. BG, I don't remember which one it is. Then MD, I believe is a Marshall JCM 2000 DSL. BC, I don't remember. BL, I don't remember. MC, I believe, is a Marshall JCM 800. This is a jazz chorus from Roland. California, I believe, is one of the Fenders. And these FC, I don't remember. But the first options are all the clean amps, as you can see. Now let's see what we get with the California. I believe it's okay. Now let's add some chorus with it. So this is a stereo chorus, then we have a flanger, I believe this is a phaser, and I do not remember all of these. It's been a few years, guys. So let's add a stereo chorus, let's see how it is by default. Okay, let's turn these off now. So if we press any of these switches, let's see at more distorted versions. So let's go for the Marshall simulation. Let's check out the gain is. So the gain goes up to 99, I believe. Oh, 100. Let's see with 100. This is not bad, but I believe it needs a bit more gain. What happens if we add some compressor? So the compressor here, so this goes up to 10, so let's start from 3, let's say. Tone. So this is the attack for the compressor, fast attack is low attack, and this gives us the level of it. Let's see if we put some fast attack, how does it sounds in a solo scenario. maybe if we increase the gain here, let's see. Not bad. Let's have a look at more gainy options. So let's go for the PV. Let's take off the compression. Oh, here you have a wah, and could also work as a tremolo. And if I remember correctly, we can also get a phaser from this. Let's say, so this is one of the options for the wires. VS tremolo phaser. Yes, we can also get a phaser. Quite frankly, not the best phaser I have used. Let's turn this off now. And let's add some delay. Change the tempo. This is not bad. As you can see, it doesn't sound too bad. However, I believe it doesn't stand a chance against the more modern alternatives. But what will happen if we got rid of the cab simulation that is in stock and add an external one? Let's find out. So I have removed the cab simulation from the unit and added it on my DAW. The reason why I'm doing this is because the thing that has improved most throughout the years when it comes to digital alternatives are cab simulations. The old school cab simulation sounded very fake, and you can clearly tell from the sound I've shown you so far that although I still believe this unit is quite good, it does not sound great, and especially on your fingers it feels very hard to play, and it feels stiff, and you have that weird digital sound, let's say, that old school alternatives have. So if you want to use this live, you have two options. The first option is go straight into the desk with this unit only, but also you could get an IR pedal. I believe Moore makes one, and load your IRs on it. IR, for those of you who don't know, means impulse response, which basically is load your cab simulations on it, or cab sounds on it. And it's been proved in the past that changing cab simulations on old school units makes them sound much better. So let's have a look. So I'll remove the compressor as well. As you can see, the cab sim is off. Let's go on the Marshall first. Now I'm using the JCM 800 option and not the JCM 2000 because from what I remember, the 2000 didn't sound that good. So let's see how the 800 sounds with an external IR. Let's add, I still left delay on. I do believe sounds better, but you let me know. Let's bring back the comp. See how a clean amp sounds. So let's bring the California back. We crank the volume. I think earlier was a little too quiet. Seems to be much better. Let's bring the PV back. I'm gonna keep the compressor on. Sorry. Yeah, I do believe they sound much better with an external IR, in my opinion. As you can see, if you are on a budget and planning to buy an old Zoom G2, it's still a good option, especially if used with an amp. However, if you're planning to use it straight into the PA, I would suggest you wait and save more money and get some better alternatives. For instance, you could get the more modern Zoom G2. In fact, Zoom released a more modern alternative. Also, you can get something from NUX, Moore or Valitone, which are still cheap compared to other alternatives like Line 6 or the Quad Cortex, and still sound quite good, especially because you can use your own IRs, and you cannot do this with a Zoom G2 unless you use an external pedal. If you like this video, please leave a thumb up and drop a comment in the comment section below. What do you think? Is it still a good pedal? Maybe it should be forgotten? Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch all my other videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.